I'm Erin and welcome back to my channel, and today I have a fever of 102.1 but I'm filming for you guys anyway because I feel really bad because I deleted my last week's video and I've been a mess like these past few weeks. But I wanted to talk about like the hallucinations I was having last night. I was already starting to do my makeup to do the YouTuber impressions, which I'll do next week if I'm feeling better. And then like my mom came home, my fever, and then she took my fever. Oh my god. Took my temperature, and then we were like, dang, you sick, Erin! Ah! I think it was just the fever that made me have these weird hallucinations. I spent the night at my friend's house last night. We got back to her house and immediately we got coffee because we're so tired, but we gotta like hang. You people who have me on Snapchat may know, but I was up to like 2:30 doing like an English video that I think turned out really cringy, but I'm just gonna show it to the class anyway. I stayed up really late for that on a Thursday night, and then Friday I was like dying, and then I couldn't go to bed Friday really either. So then on Saturday, obviously I felt very sleep deprived. We were just kind of like doing our usual thing. We were watching like YouTube videos. I'm wearing this sweatshirt backwards. I'm wearing it backwards, okay. I started like shaking basically, and I got like these weird nerve things that were like going through my arms, and I thought like my nerves were spazzing out, and I was like, oh, that's because I'm tired. And I like just had coffee, and I was just like kind of like, I was like, oh, it's because I'm a mess, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, like I'm just like sleep deprived. So I'm having twitches and stuff, and I'm having real weird shivers where like every once in a while I'd be like, you know, and my friend was kind of like, she was like, you're cold, like wear a blanket, and she kept like trying to like cover me up, but like I was still shivering. And I think like after a while she was like, okay, I think we both need to go to bed. And I was like, okay. And like it was so I knew I wasn't okay when this happened, because after I used the restroom I came back and I put all my stuff away. Once I got into my pajamas, I never put my things back in my bag when I'm over at someone's house. Like it's like maybe like dying Erin's like a good Erin. Just a little. And then I kind of like laid down, and she was just still like getting ready for bed, but I was laying down, and I like started to like close my eyes and try to sleep, and I kind of like I do my little thing. It's gonna sound weird, but I go into my own little world, and that's like my happy place. That's why this video is so long. I just keep coughing. So then after a while she came back into the room, and I started kind of like drifting to sleep, but like I wasn't. So like after she turned off the lights and my eyes were closed, I started like seeing things. Like these were like the hallucinations, and at this point I was like, I'm sleep deprived. It's not real. I wasn't like scared until they were like coming at me, but I'll get to that. And then like, you know, I'd open my eyes and then it just got worse. Like things were not leaving my eyes. Like I just saw, like I just kept seeing it, and it was like I closed my eyes, opened them, like I'd still see it. At first they weren't really detailed, and I don't know, like I saw like I don't know what it's called, like a goblin. It was like a baby one, so I was like, oh, that's cute, and it like came out from, I was on the inside of the bed, and it like came up and like crawled up and was like, and like flew away. I sound like, but that was one of them. But like I was like some of them weren't that scary because I don't know, my mind was like, oh, that's kind of cute because it was a little baby. Then like some weird ones came, like a man in a hat, and he had like a scepter. I'm kidding. He looked like, I don't know, like a magician, but like a dark magician, like I don't know, like from like I don't know, but he looked very realistic, and which like the other ones were that like detailed and like real, but he looked very realistic, and he was like coming towards me. He was like, ah ha 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 ha, and I opened my eyes, so it was like, and then I like looked, and he was still there, and he's like, ah 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 ah, you know what I'm saying? And then like he like came so close to me, I was like, and then I just kind of like turned, and then my friend it just so happened to be on her phone, so her phone light kind of like dulled them down, but when I closed my eyes they were still there, so I don't know if it was the dark or the fever, but I was like hallucinating. There was this one woman who would like throwing knives and another scepter. I don't know what was up with the scepters, but like she was like throwing knives at me, and I was like, but then after that I fell asleep, and then I had a dream about tap dancing, but like I had to like tap for my life. But then I woke up and I was so hot. I was like cheese. And like after a while of being like, what do? I finally like got like, I was finally smart enough to take off the covers, and I was still sweating so bad. I'm like getting really cold right now, but, and then like I tried to like roll everything up. Like I rolled up my sweatshirt and my like my pants, and then I like was on my side, and I was like, oh my god, and my headache was so bad and my throat hurt so bad. And I was like, do I wake up my friend? Like, I didn't want to wake her up. I like, kind of like, I'm really like weird about that. Like, if I need to like get up or something, I'm like really scared to like wake up someone. I like, if like I'm at my friend's house or something, like I feel really bad for like waking people up. But then after a while, like a really long time, because I'm dumb and I'm like scared to wake someone up, you know what I mean? But I just tapped her shoulder and I asked her if she had any ibuprofen. She went to check and then they didn't have any anymore, but she brought me water, and so I had like 3 sips of water and my temperature changed immediately. I still had the terrible headache. But then it like got to the point where I felt nauseous. So then I like crawled out of bed and like was on the floor, and I was texting my parents, and she was like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm dying, I'm going home. She was like, okay. You know, as I left, I was like, I hope I didn't give you anything, so I really hope I didn't. Like, but then when I went home, immediately I took ibuprofen with water, and I just went to bed after my headache like went away. I just fell right asleep. And then like I had a weird thing where I was like up, and then I was like asleep and up and asleep, and then like, you know, I was just like, I kept like being like, after I filmed this video, but then I was like, it's just like another Dance Games video though. But then I would like fall asleep, and it was just like, I was a mess. So then when I finally decided to do it late at night, I think I decided at like 5 to do it. It's like 6:46 now. And I started to do my makeup. I had like, when I looked in the mirror, like my face was so red, and I was like, oh gosh, like something's not right. Like I'm hot. My mom walked in like after I had all my foundation on, and she was like, you don't look good. Because I texted her about the nerves thing, because it was happening at this point again, like the weird shocks. And then she was like, take your temperature, and we found out I had a fever. I don't know how much I'm gonna keep of that in, but yeah, just like the hallucinations were weird, confused, and like, yeah, I guess that's all for today. I'm sorry I'm not really feeling well. Now I have to edit this, and I'm kind of like, I don't want to leave my room, but I'll do it because I like you guys. But yeah, all my social media will be linked down below. It's all Music for Life BJ. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you eat your favorite food, and goodbye.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
You sick, Erin!